Hi everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Collectibles. Today we are doing our thrift haul review series. And last week I had a pretty good go at thrifting and finding some really neat, interesting, and old school figures out and about. Some stuff from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up until recently, with some stuff from the 2000s that's got some worth to it. So I'm going to go through what we found. First thing we found were these Simpsons Halloween special Treehouse of Horror characters that were released at Burger King. So we found Bart, Marge, Lisa, and Homer, who is my favorite character. And they're all in okay shape. I wouldn't say they're in great shape. We weren't able to complete them with like the stands for the other characters other than Homer. And we did get an Abe, but he's not from the line. So we didn't get Maggie, we didn't get any of the other ones, but I'm a Simpsons fan and I'm a fan of Halloween, so I'm going to keep those and use them as a display. Then we found a bag of Transformers, which if you're looking and you're like, is that a G1? Yeah, we did find a G1 Transformer. He is in absolutely brutal shape. He's missing parts, doesn't really work that well, face is all weathered. But he was in a bag with, more of the robots, Robot Heroes line. We got a couple more movie ones, which if you guys watch that video where I reviewed them, I do not like them. And we got two doubles of ones we already had. So the thing that I was most excited and why I bought the bag was to actually find, I want to say these are called Trigger Bots or Trigger Cons, to have grabbed one of these in a bag 30 plus years after the fact. And it's always a good thing when you can find a G1 loose. He's probably best for being parted out, but it was just motivating to find him for $3 in a bag, right? So I was happy about that. And we're going to hold on to him for a bit, but he's probably going to get parted out when I find a better one to fix it up. The next thing we got were some Pokemon guys. This guy and this guy are in not great shape. Missing arms, faces are all scratched off, so they're not really worth discussing. But the two that I was happy about, well, this guy also, this is one of the ones that is powered and can make noises and stuff, but he doesn't work, and he's not in very good shape. Missing parts and scratches and all that stuff. So unfortunately, he's probably best served for the random figure bin. And these are the guys that I was happy to find because they're actually in good shape. We got a Machamp and a Geodude, and they seem to be in okay shape. You guys get a good look. There's Geodude. He's looking beefy. And Machamp, who, like everybody when they're a kid, they got the first edition. Well, if you're my age, you got the first edition Machamp and you held on to it because it was sealed. Seems like everybody and their mother got one, and they're actually not worth anything. So, got another Monstars figure to go in the Space Jam line that we're kind of building out. So now we've got two Monstars and two of the Looney Tunes characters. So that was pretty exciting. And he came in a bag with these guys, which was the real exciting thing because I didn't even really realize it. I saw the Little People dog. But he's got a missing tail and he's in okay shape, so he's okay, but I wasn't really excited about it. I was more excited about the Monstars guy, but then I got to looking at these guys, and we got Snoopy, and I can't remember this guy's name, and it's going to drive me crazy. So if you know, comment in the video or comment in the comment box because it's going to bug me, so help me out. And if you look at the dates on the bottom of these, this guy was made in 1966, and this guy was made in 1972. You can see that. So these are like 40 and 50 years old, and they still work. So I'll do a little practical application. They still work. So for 50 years old to have that much, to be not in that bad a shape and to still work, it's pretty awesome. And then the last bag that I found was a bag of action figures. And the reason I got brought to the bag is because I thought this was a Star Wars figure. It's obviously not. It's Indiana Jones. But it had Mark whatever, Iron Man, and a War Machine in it. And these guys are in pretty good shape. Like all the figures themselves are in good shape. They have some accessories that haven't broken off. Indy has his satchel and his gun holster and all that stuff and his belt. So he's in pretty good shape. Don't really collect Indiana Jones, but always a nice figure to have for people that like that sort of stuff. And then War Machine is in actually really good shape, stands on his own. And I do like the 3.75 inch Marvel Legends figures. I think they're well worth picking up. And the price point usually isn't too bad. And this War Machine, I actually have one of him already, but he's missing his hands. So now I'm able to complete him. I'm probably just going to use this guy as the upgrade and just probably sell off the other one for parts. And the last guy that was in the bag, which I thought I knew what it was from. I thought it was Arkham City or one of those Arkham lines that they released with the video games. And this is Deathstroke. So Deathstroke is like the DC version of Deadpool, and he was actually created before Deadpool, and Marvel kind of ripped him off. Wade Wilson, and this guy's name is Slade Wilson. So this figure is really, really in good shape. So if you get a good look at him, you can see that there's nothing wrong with him at all. And there's a lot of craftsmanship that went into these guys. Like everything is super duper tight. Like doesn't really move a lot. There's not a lot of like damage to him from whoever had him. So I was unsure of the value of a loose figure of this. I knew it would probably be in the, $15-20 range. This figure, if you have it in its package, is worth like $80-90. This figure loose without his weapons is about $35. And he was in the bag with those other three characters for $3. So getting him, even though I don't collect DC, is a huge score for me because I may end up selling him off in order to buy more Transformers and stuff like that. Or I might just keep him because he does look so badass. So that is everything that we found. If I had to guesstimate a price point on what we paid, it was probably in the $20 range, $22. And we found some really good stuff. So I'm pretty happy about it. If you guys can help me out, comment in the video with what you guys liked or what was that one character's name and all that good stuff. And I hope you have a great day and stay tuned for our random figure review video. Thanks. Bye.